Hi, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everyone. It's Simone of Some Me Time Radio, and thank you so much for joining me today. And today I'm excited about the topic that we will discuss. The topic that we're going to discuss today is the evolution of women and how we change. And sometimes we're not even aware that we're the one to change. So I have my good friends here with me, and we're going to discuss certain things about how we change. And I feel that it's very appropriate that this song, Tamia, A Stranger in My House, if you ever heard the song before, you'll understand towards the end of the song who that stranger is. Hmm. I'm pretty sure with me saying that, you're going to now want to go and play it because it is a throwback. But I would strongly suggest that after you finish listening to this podcast, you go ahead, you play that song, play it maybe 2 or 3 times so you can understand who the stranger is. Is it her man? Is it another woman? Is it another man? Hmm. No. We'll talk about that towards the end of the show, but I'm excited about everything that we're about to do. And once again, welcome to Some Me Time Radio. All right. Okay, so while you guys, thank you, Stacey. So while you guys, um, yeah. So while you guys try to figure out who it is that Tamia is talking about, I'm going to introduce my two co hosts today. And once again, they're very good friends of mine. I love them dearly. And over the last couple of years, we have been going through this journey called Life Together. And I thought it was appropriate that they would join me today. But I'm going to let them introduce themselves. I'm going to first start with a young lady who is always the life of the party like myself, but she's her own person. She's a really good friend of mine, and she's just an amazing woman. And I love that I have amazing women who I'm surrounded with. So I'm gonna first start with Stacy. Stacy, go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hello, everyone. My name is Stacy, and I am a certified yoga instructor. I'm also a certified pranic healer. That means I do energy work. And I'm also a life coach and a mom, which means I have a lot of full time jobs.
Okay, that's great, Stacy. So if someone wanted to get in contact with you with your pranic healing or with your yoga, how can they find you? Where can they find you?
I'm on Instagram at Yogisha1. That is on Instagram. And you can also go to Yogisha. You spell it like this: YOGISHA.net. So Yogisha.net.
All right, Yogisha. All right. And then the next young lady that I'm going to introduce is a very good friend of mine. I believe that God definitely placed her in my life because the way that we became friends was just absolutely a divine intervention from God. And her name is Valerie. She's a beautiful young lady, someone that I admire very dearly. But I'm going to let her introduce herself. Go ahead, Val. Tell everyone who you are.
Hi, my name is Valerie. I'm a mom to a beautiful 23-year-old. I'm also a runner. I'm also getting ready to get certified to be a health and wellness coach
Woo.
as well. Yes.
Raise the
And I
roof.
do want to be a yogi. Yes, Yogisha. Yes. And I'm on a constant woman quest. That's what we're going. Yeah, constant
Say that again. That sounds nice.
woman quest.
Oh, a woman quest.
Yeah.
I like that. Okay. And if people wanted to contact with you or connect with you on social media, how can they find you, Val?
Well, I'm on Val Skin, but I also have a fitness page. It's called Fit is a Way of Life.
Nice.
Yes. So you can find me on. I don't have an Instagram yet with the fitness page, just Facebook.
Maybe you need to start that tonight.
Yeah. I'll do that.
Yeah, so I'm so excited. I just want to give a shout out really quickly to We Say What They Can't.com radio for giving me the opportunity to have my own radio show. Shout out to the peoples at We Say What They Can't.com. So we're going to talk about the evolution of women. And like I said earlier in that song, sung by Tamia, A Stranger in My House, I'm gonna give it away. I was going through something a couple of weeks ago, and I had two different people who've never met each other tell me, they was like, Simone, you need to listen to this song, Stranger in My House. And I was like, I know that song. But it's so funny how I've heard it several times, but most recently when I started to listen to it, I listened to it with intent, and I don't want to give away the ending, but the stranger in the house is Tamia. She's talking about herself. And then I was like, wow, that'd be a great topic of discussion to talk about how women we change, how everything around us seems to be the same, and then we're okay with it at some point, but then there's something that happens within us where we are no longer comfortable and we feel like everybody around us has changed, but it's really us that's changed. Have you ever been in a situation like that, Stacey?
Well, where that I changed,
Yeah, you
but everyone else
changed.
feel like,
Like you've identified with yourself that it's not necessarily that people around you are changing, but you feel like you've grown or you've changed or the things that you wanted before are no longer.
oh well, absolutely. It's that's why my name on Facebook is Stacy Transformed McLean because I am transformed. And transformation, there is no peak to transformation. It's a occurrence. It's always happening. In a minute, something can just transform. And the way that I started to view myself after different things that happened in my life, like going through a divorce and just the way I be with my child as a parent. I have a child that's on the spectrum of autism, and being a yoga teacher and instructor, that always has a way of just transforming and transcending who I am as an individual to be able to clear things that's happened to me and remove it and put it in the past and keep it in the past. So I'm always transforming. But there are times when people are like, what's going on? Like, you're not the same. And they don't understand because I react to different things, like different situations on a whole nother level. It's not the old me. It's not the way of dealing with it the way that I would have before, because now I have tools to actually transform that situation and take it to the next level. So I know that I'm on another vibration than people who I maybe used to be around before, that they're just like, okay, you're changed. Something's just different.
And we all know that change is necessary, and change, nothing wrong with change. Change is good. And if you're living your life and you're not changing, then something's wrong.
Absolutely.
How about you, Val?
I'm always transforming. And like she said, transformation it's a constant work.
Mm-hmm.
It's a constant work. It's not a bad thing when you transform, and it's not always going to be easy, because once you start pulling at those layers of transformation, you start pulling those layers away. But it's not easy, but you have to go through it. You have to go through it.
Yeah.
You
Everything.
can't live in imitation you forever.
No.
You can't.
And one day I'm gonna have her come on this on my show. Her name is Alicia Johnson, and she's actually the founder of Always Journal. And I met her about a year ago, and she came and she really stirred stuff up in my life. Because like we talked, like Stacey and Valerie said about transformation and layers. Sometimes in life you need a coach or someone who has been there, done that, to help you through the process. Because it's something that has to be intentional. Like, would you say it's intentional?
Yes.
Oh, absolutely.
It has to be intentional. And I think about a couple of years ago, I remember when I was working, and me and my girl Val and a couple of our girlfriends, we would constantly go out after work and go to happy hour and get those drinks and everything. And I remember Val saying constantly, "Yeah, I'm not going to be doing this much longer. I want to run. I want to become a runner. I'm going to start running." And she spoke about it for a while, and then next thing you know, years later, she is like an avid and just she runs marathons, and she goes to different places, and I think that's beautiful.
But I started running because I looked at myself in the mirror one day, because that alcohol and that food was catching up to my ass.
Literally.
But I was also going through a transformation at that time. And when I started running, I didn't realize until later I was running from life. I was actually literally running I was leaving everything on the concrete.
Oh, that's deep.
Yeah. I was running from life.
Oh wow, that's amazing how, and that I'm gonna bring up several times. I know our coach Alicia Johnson says anything that happens in the natural, it has happened in the spiritual. So, like you said, you were physically running on the concrete, but then there was something that
It was emotional. It was spiritual, for the most part. Yeah.
Okay, that's beautiful. I know for me, my me being a very social person, my transformation is most uncomfortable for me because it requires that I'm not around a lot of people, and I naturally like to be around a lot of people. And sometimes transformation, although the end result of it is a beautiful thing, it could be very lonely and it could be very uncomfortable. It takes you out of your comfort zone.
It depends. It depends on how you. It depends because you're very outgoing, and like to be around people. I can see that, but sometimes you have to have that alone place is where you got to be.
Would you say take you out of your comfort zone? Being alone?
Yeah, comfort zone. Like for me, when change takes place, I don't like. For me, I don't like to be uncomfortable. I've learned that about myself, and I guess most people don't. But I don't like change. I like consistency. I thrive best off of consistency when I know what's going to happen and when it's going to happen. But change to me, it's very uncomfortable, and the being still part.
That's because change is inevitable. And the way you feel, I feel like that as well. You are my Taurus sister. So Tauruses, we're just like, oh, well, Tauruses are grounded. They're rational. They love stability. They're stubborn. So it's a fixated sign. I'm not going to go into all that, but it's just like, oh, something moves. It's like, wait, what's happening? This is not my norm. Wait, I got to get a grasp of this. It's like we need to have that. So change and being in an uncomfortable space is just like, oh, no, you may not like it, but at the same time, change is not comfortable. Transformation is not comfortable. Growing is not comfortable. And when God moves you to a space of like, okay, this is where you need to be now, it's like, what do you mean?
Right.
Like,
And
you
that's
giving God the side eye or wherever it's coming from, you just like, what are you talking about?
And it's the same like physically when you're working out. I have a motto: get uncomfortable, squad. You got to get uncomfortable to get comfortable.
Yeah.
You have to.
Yeah, and I think it's important to be around people who are on the same level as you. Not necessarily like growing. I mean, we don't necessarily grow at the same rate or the same pace, but people who desire for change.
Right.
Because being, complacent it's a dangerous place to be. Nothing grows in complacency. So so I don't know. Do you guys watch? You have OWN?
Yes.
You watch OWN? You watch OWN? No. Recently, I was watching. This is another thing that I thought would be a good topic of discussion too. And recently, I was watching the OWN network when Iyanla Vanzant had her House of Healing, and she wanted to dismantle the myth that all Black women are angry. And the exercises that she used, and one thing that stood out to me the most is, you can talk about your program too, like Landmark and Momentum. One thing that stood out to me the most was that she said some key things about, when you become aware and you're in tune, you have to understand that the world is the same, but you've changed.
You're different.
You're different. So you can't expect people to change with you. And I remember there was one girl, I think it was one of the twins, Lita or Rita, had said something about she feels like when she goes back home, because she's a new person, that she's going to lose her friends and friendships and relationships. And Iyanla said, well, if someone is, once you grow and when you change, if the people around you are not willing to shift with you, then you got to let them go.
Yeah.
You got to let them go.
Or deal with them accordingly.
Because the old you chose them.
Right.
Then you a new person.
Yep.
And that could be hard in relationships.
It is. It's hard in relationships, but at the same time, if you're no longer getting fed and you're not getting edified from this group of people or these people, then what's it? You could be like, you're the old friend. It's like, oh, hi. You still have that familiarity with the people because you've known them for years. But really, at the end of the day, iron sharpens iron. What are you bringing to me? What am I bringing to you? Or it can't be a one-way street where I'm giving you value, but you're draining me, and then I don't get anything from you.
Right.
That's true. And then in most cases, and I don't have any statistics, but I know in most cases, sometimes in relationships, I'm talking about relationships, most times people stay in relationships because they know what they're getting. And that's like a form of complacency too.
Mm-hmm.
They rather know I'm gonna stay here. That this person is I'm over it, or I'm comfortable, or there's no type of connection any longer. But I know what I'm getting, and they would rather stay in a situation as opposed to venture out into something else.
Because of the change. They come to uncomfortable change. They're unfamiliar. It's uncharted waters. Like, oh no, I have not been out there. I'm going to have to date all over. I'm going to have to find a new man and put up with all his different bullshit. Yeah, I'm talking about men. So it's just like, oh my goodness, what am I going to do? But either you're going to stay and waste more years of your life where you see, oh, this is not working out for me. It's not the best for me anymore. Or you're just going to get tired or fed up enough where you're just like, no, I'm worth so much more than this. And I'm worth me finding out who I am and who else I can be and who I can, who else can be in my world and I can be in theirs. Like, you owe it to yourself.
Right. You know what I find is that, and even for myself, I think I had, may have been Alicia Johnson. It was a program, and she brought up something, and she was like, because I used to be afraid of death. That was my biggest fear, of dying. But I realized I'm not afraid of dying. I was afraid of living. I was afraid of walking in my purpose. Like, I'm more, I found that I was afraid, and a lot of people are afraid to live. Because they don't know what that outcome is going to be. Right. They're afraid to live.
That's powerful.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess people are more comfortable with existing.
Exactly.
Who said it? Drake said it best. Everybody dies, but not everybody lives.
Mm-hmm.
That's deep.
I don't want to die and not have lived a life of abundance. That's not happening.
I just know one thing. I'm tired of where I am. And my mother always says, when you're tired, you do things to change. So I keep saying I'm tired, and the saying comes first before the action. But I know I'm tired of where I'm at on a whole bunch of different levels, and that's another show.
Y'all should see her face. She looked tired. She looked tired of where she at.
Tired.
When you get tired of being sick and tired is when
I'm tired. Yeah. I'm tired of lack. I'm tired of struggle. I'm tired of thinking about things and nothing happened. It ain't about money. I'm tired.
You just tired.
I'm just tired of being tired and tired. I'm exhausted.
But that's when creation comes. You get tired and you're just like, oh my goodness, what I'm going to do now. This is when it's time to reinvent yourself, reinvent what you want to do, and get committed to you. You got to get committed to yourself, because you ain't committed to you. Who else committed to you?
Exactly.
Nobody ain't got time to be thinking about you. You ain't even stepping it up for yourself.
You got to find the God in you and love her fiercely.
Yes. Let me tell y'all a few things about, anyway, I'm not talking about that. So on a relationship level, I wish we had some men here to talk, because they always say that, women mature at a faster rate than men.
Well, they know that too.
Men know that too, right? Anyway, but
crickets.
Glit. Shout out to Joshua and Janae, my kids. They hate when I say that. But men, like, hello, like, do men grow up? I mean, I don't want to be male bashing, but my God,
they do.
When?
They
need to have these kumbaya moments. Men don't have these moments where I can call my girlfriend and complain. I can keep it real with her. But how do men? What are their outlets?
They have them at the barbershop.
Yeah,
at the barbershop?
With their boys.
But they go to the barbershop maybe, once a month?
No.
Once
a week.
If you got a roster, maybe once a month.
Praise God. If you got a man in the building.
Hey.
So I'm going to have to tone down the male bashing.
Now, don't be scared now. Don't be scared now.
He ready.
Oh, he's scared. He left. Never mind.
He
He back.
He back.
He ready. He ready.
He was like, you don't want no problems.
Nah, it's, because, I deal with a lot of women. I work with women. I deal with women. I have a passion for women. But I hear the same story from different women about men. Like, women, we find ourselves. We get in tune with ourselves. We want better for ourselves. And then sometimes we're struggling, because we in these relationships. We in these marriages. And it's like, the man is just, what's going on?
Okay.
Can you introduce yourself, please?
Let me introduce myself.
Thank you.
My name is Ho. No.
H to the OV.
Hey.
I'm Sharif, right?
Hey, Sharif.
Hey, ladies. How are you?
How you
Simone.
Doing? How you doing?
So what was the question? Do men grow up?
I mean, yes. I'm not going to
When do
backpedal.
they
When
grow
do
up?
they grow up? Like, how do? Okay, so women, we have support systems for the most part with other women. Men, when do y'all like? When do y'all grow up? Do y'all have support systems? Like, go ahead. Like, when?
Well, I think we do. We do. Not
okay.
a large portion of us don't, because we've been babied. Period. I'm talking about black men.
But, yeah, I don't.
And men of color in particular. Men in general, but more so our African Americans. Right? We've been babied. So it's from day one. Baby, Baby Boy. We seen that. Remember that movie? Right? The whole, when it comes on, talks about the crib. Men, we refer to the crib, my crib. We're still on this baby kind of thinking,
wow.
right? And so there's where that comes from. And it's so funny that the first woman we fall in love with, most men, is their mom or auntie or grandma, big mama, whoever it is, the woman that's in their life that shows them what? Love, nurturing, boost their ego. Even when we not, you're a mom. So even the realest mom would be like, baby, you good. He sucked. He sucked at basketball. He sucks. But come on, baby, he good. You give him the pie. He fall down. Y'all baby us.
Right.
Right? And that's fine when they're small. But then women of color in this country, we keep that going. We don't realize it. You guys don't realize it. You keep it going. So he's like 20. Now you're like, why you don't grow up? You didn't allow him to. Especially when, and this is just real, when the mom is it. Even though, and I'm not just saying single mothers who are single mothers like the father's not around. He's on summer vacation. We know what that is, right?
The whole summer.
For quite a number of summers, because he was out there doing some things, right? Or they're just not here. They just not, either period they left or whatever. Mom becomes it. Then you have women who are married or with the father. She is still a single mother.
Jesus.
You know what I mean? The father's just not active. He provides the
He's
money.
the provider,
you guys got this,
but emotionally,
but he's not emotionally involved.
Right.
That's it. He's kind of like, look, y'all good? I need to be over here watching a baseball game or whatever he's doing, drinking with his friends or whatever.
Yep.
So that child, that son, right? Especially, and that's just the first son, or just women. I am a product of a single mom, but I also am a product of my stepfather, who was only there for a minute because he did a lot of summers. He did too many summers. But I give him this: despite his summers, he wrote me and gave me the things that he needed from letters. And that, I don't know, the attachment I had to this man just said, you know what? I gotta be a man. I had to grow up. So there's those sons who have to become men at 8. Those are different. Usually those men are responsible men. Those men, they grow up, they're doing their thing. Not a lot of us, and I'm in the men who listen to this, yo, I'm not trying to open the Wu-Tang manual on
I'm not trying to Steve Harvey.
Y'all gonna come see me? Don't come see me, because I got those who know me. They know what time it is. Don't play with me. You already know how I get down. But y'all gotta be real. The men who are like that are responsible. They're good men. I mean, everyone has something with them, right? My point is, usually those men are if they are with someone, it's 10 times out of 10. No, let me not say 10 times out of 10. A large percentage, they are probably with someone else too.
Wait, if they're with what?
I need you to
They're
say that
with
again.
a woman. It could be married. It could be engaged. It could be the woman they've been with for 7 to 8 years. They just with children, and they're good men. Usually, they have at some point had another woman. Another woman recognized his growth, that he's a man. He's not a boy.
Oh, wait. So meaning that the woman that he's been with for the 8 years, like she's still like doesn't recognize that he has grown?
She's recognizing. She knows who she's with. But other women, because there's a lack of that man,
They come in while
they come in. They say, "Oh, that's a man.
Right.
That's not a boy." And then he goes, "Well, I'm kind of got somebody. I'm there." But then,
The shortage of men.
sometimes
Let me get part of
some
him.
things. Sometimes y'all show some things, and we get you're like, hey, ho, and usually that happens because the woman that he's with, he's with, she sees him as that, but doesn't give him, you are a man. She doesn't. It's that spoiled kid syndrome.
Oh, wow.
Here's my toy. I got the toy. It's mine, but I played with it for the first week because it was new and I have it, but it's mine. So you put it over here, you put it over until the cousin comes over and now they want to play with the doll. You never play with it. Now you're like, it's mine. You don't play with it.
Well, we get
Somebody else wants to appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
And that usually happens. And I'm not, and obviously I'm not condoning men to go out and do nothing. Or
Right,
whatever,
but it's the truth.
But it's just the truth.
Facts.
It's the facts.
So that's where communication comes into play.
Where the men who are can, how you girls. Now it's funny. Some of my, actually one of them is here. He's actually
Right.
And so one of them is
Hopefully
here. I'm
he'll
not even
get
gonna go
on
there.
up,
I'm not gonna even blow him up like that. But he's part of a group of friends that we all know. We've known each other for quite some time. Man, and we used to. We don't do it as much anymore. Yo, let's get together. Let's go to the movie. Go somewhere. Just men come and communicate and have our dialogue with each other to support each other and big each other up. You know, you may be doing something that I didn't know that, like, wow, I can apply that to my life and be a better father, husband, whatever I am, a better just man, right? Women, you guys do that.
Yeah.
Even if y'all talk crap about us, whatever, y'all still bond. And it has nothing to do with nothing, just as sisterhood. Yeah. Usually we either get together, yo, go get them things. Somebody ran up on my car. Somebody hit we want to fight. We want to, or
get a bottle.
Or she throwing all my stuff out the window. Come get me.
Been there, done that.
Yo, you ain't called me in months. But that's when we get that call and we come and he wants to now go to the bar, drink, and talk about his problems, as opposed to prior to that even happening, he could have talked with his brothers, and they could have maybe avoided him having his stuff thrown out the window, because they can be real with him and say, hey, yo, man, that's kind of ill what you're doing with your lady or whatever.
I would love
or
that.
Your kids. Now there are men that do that, but it's not more of us need to do that, especially the younger ones. Like when I say younger ones, I'm 46. I'm talking about the 30-olds, the ones who are like I consult a lot of them, like, yo, that's chill. What are you doing? Yo, man, I don't know. She bugging. No, maybe you bugging. I'm not saying nothing from her, but let's talk about you first.
Right.
Because that's easy. You know?
Yeah, there's not enough of that.
There's not enough. I know.
And that's what needs to happen. So you ladies are right. So, but it starts early with the mothers. I'm not gonna lie.
It does.
Well, let me just say this, because I feel very convicted right now, because my son, I do that with him. Like today, he had a basketball game. His team lost. Shout out to Joshua. You did your best, mommy baby. And
look, come on, mommy's baby. Carry on.
And so I found out that they have a game in the Bronx. So I asked the coach. I said, "Well, how he's getting to the Bronx?" He said, "The train." I said,
yeah.
I said, "Will you be on the train with him?" He said, "No, I'm gonna be in my car." I was like, "Well, can you take my baby on the train with you, the car with you?" But I gotta get it together.
You have to.
But you know what it is? It's not that I don't want my son to be.
How old is Joshua?
He's 16 years old. It's not that I don't want my son to grow up to be a man. I just don't trust the world around him. I know that I have to. I know that I trust God.
I'm gonna have to stop. She says that she doesn't trust the world, and who she is as a child of God. If you guys know her, or if you don't, that doesn't even
go together.
Add together. First of all, if we know faith and worry cannot even stay in the same place. It's not even together.
Amen.
And just listening, it's just that she likes to control things and wants to know where he's at, what's going on, and all that other stuff. My son is a Joshua too, so we both have a Joshua. My son is 11. He'll be 12 on the 21st, like in 9 days. He's going to be 12. Joshua's on the spectrum of autism. He's high functioning. At the same time, I do not treat him any other way. The other day I sent him home with his keys. I said, look, call when you get to the house.
Nice.
And that was the first time I let him walk home coming from the barbershop where we were. But I just said, look, go ahead. And I told him, stop at the lights. I know what he's capable of. And a lot of people, especially parents who have children with autism, are like, are you nuts? Like, are you going to let him? And I was like, look, the God I serve is not, like, he didn't bring us this far for me to just have no faith in this area. Like, Joshua's going to get home. I already declared it. God already know he's going to get home safe. Now, he didn't call when he got home. I called him like 5 times. I called about 5 times. I texted him, where are you? I was like, I'm not leaving my meeting. I'm not leaving. He's going to have to be all right. Now, if that was somebody else, like, no, and everybody operates differently in their faith and different. And I said, I would have ran, somebody else would have ran out there. Oh my God, where's my bag? I text him. Finally, he called back. He texted me back when I said, are you home? He put a Y. I said, this could be the kidnapper pretending to put the Y. I don't know who the hell wrote the Y. Finally, he answered the phone after the 5th call. What is it, Mom? I'm having a sandwich. Look, you were supposed to call me and let me know that you were in the house. He said he was on the phone. I said, fine, I got it. But at the end of the day, I know that I want him to be like a man. I can't raise him to be a man. His father and I, we live in different states. His father's trying to move back to New York City. He has a new little brother and he has a new stepmother. So there's a lot that's going on for him. But I still, when I told him, say, Daddy loves you and Mom loves you. Even if he didn't speak to his father for the day, that's what I say to him. And then at the end of the day, I'm giving all his teachers his father's number. Don't call me. I'm busy too. Call his father.
That's right.
So that when they speaking to him,
He
that
has to be
he has
involved.
that.
He has both involved.
Right. And at the same time, what I tell his father is, we don't want it to be where Josh was only talking to you when he's in trouble.
Right.
Call him. Give him some edification in the morning. Hey, buddy, even if you're tired, oh, well, those are circumstances. I'm tired too, and I'm here with him. So when he calls in the morning, hey, buddy, have a good day, it sets the tone for his day. Is different. And now I'm just like, I got to get him into a big brother club or something, because as long as his father is not here, he's growing. He's 11. He wears a size 11 sneaker. He's almost my height. He's like 140 pounds. He's a big guy. And thank God I'm a yoga teacher. I still do planks and push-ups and stuff like that. You know, I gotta keep a strong arm. I'm a little thin, but you know, I gotta keep a strong arm. I'm quick. But at the same time, I need him to get that. He has, because men are different. Male boys are different. They need to release that energy. And he's like that all day. No sugar or anything. He's hype all day. So, you know, it's just about keeping that.
No, we're going to need you to pray for the mothers like me, because the guy,
that's it.
because I guess I complain.
Your Josh is going to be fine.
He's going to be fine. But you know what that stems from? That stems from my mother.
Okay.
Because I'm a grown woman,
Right.
married with 2 kids, and live in my own house.
Right.
And I still got to call her when I get home.
I'm scared of my mother. I call my mother all the time.
Oh, Lord.
I do.
But your mother's not a worry wart.
No.
My mother's a worry wart.
She's not.
And
but
you
I
get
call
that
her
from her.
every morning.
I do get it from her. I'm releasing it tonight.
But I want to go
I'm sorry,
back
Ma.
to
Shout
what
out
he
to my
said
mother.
about, like, my brother is the oldest.
Okay.
And I always told my mother, I said, you spoiled him. Like, you really spoiled him. Like, that's your favorite.
Nah.
No, parents don't have favorites.
They don't, but I just said that because I always felt like she spoiled him. Like, she'll tell me that she favors boys. As you know.
They had it rough.
It's the
though.
truth.
Yeah.
No, it's the truth.
Who's that, your mom?
My mother.
You have brothers?
I have one brother. He's
Okay.
the oldest. It's me and my brother. And I grew up in a 2-family home. My parents been married for over 50 years.
That's awesome.
Nice.
But it has always been my mother taking us to dance class, my mother taking him to karate, my mother taking, so it was always my mother. My father's a provider. They both held down jobs.
Of course.
But it was always my mother that, took us out. My father, I don't know if he had summers. I hope not. You think he had summers?
I'm still slow about the summers.
Okay, so there's a couple of summers.
Maybe
One-
your mom had some
One
summers.
summer was,
Shout
one
out
of the
Audrey.
summers mean he was on summer vacation in the penitentiary
Oh.
correctional facility. That
Okay,
kind of
I
summer.
didn't even
The
know.
other summer mean he goes with his other family that
No.
nobody knew about.
Oh, Lord. So
Secret
I
Life.
wasn't even connected
So
to any
those,
of those.
those are the summers I'm talking
wow.
about. They disappear. And some men just go on these journeys like, they get older, like, they just like, I gotta go do me.
But you can have a summer around the corner. You
Right,
even gotta go.
right. Where you don't literally, they not there. Like, they go and just do them. They come home at night, and you don't see them the rest of the day. They're hanging out with whatever. After
Let me
the
ask you.
job
Let me
and
ask you a
all
question, because this is something I struggle with. No, I don't care. Never mind.
Don't-
I'm
that.
not going to say
no,
nothing.
ask your question.
Let's say you're in a relationship,
Right.
right? And you have your significant other. And because I'm trying to see the possibility of me thinking differently, because I
Okay.
do have control issues. We know that.
Okay.
I am the control freak. But I understand that stems from my childhood, me having chaos all around me. So now I try to control situations. I understand that. I'm a snooper. If I ask you a question, I don't feel you're answering me correctly.
You're a Taurus?
I'm a Taurus.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
snoop. I go through stuff.
I'm a Taurus. I don't be snooping like that.
I haven't been through. I'm
May or April?
May
May and May what?
12th.
Cinco de Mayo.
Okay.
I'm a
Well-
Capricorn.
But we all Earth.
My son is a Capricorn.
Yeah.
We're all Earth. What are
We're
you?
all Earth.
I'm a Leo.
Why you was scared to say?
No,
that?
because
I'm a-
every time I say Leo,
Leo.
I get these like.
Now,
"Oh,
Leos
you're
are cool. They
but
just have bad tempers.
You're the, I'm like,
I
I'm
don't
the
know
coolest
about
cat.
anything about
But
Leo.
yeah, I'm a king. I raised my son as a prince.
I'm
You
a
good
goddess.
king. You a king.
Damn
That's
it.
right. My daughter,
But
you
what
a
are we,
princess, you a
Stacey?
queen.
We bulls?
That's what we tell them.
I'm a queen.
But so
Yes.
the relationship question.
She's a
Because I'm trying to think.
too big.
Because I'm also reading this book that our coach gave us, which is an excellent ebook. It's called Radical Forgiveness.
Yes.
That book is amazing. Okay.
Okay.
That book is
Amazeballs.
amazing. Oh my God! If you have an open mind and you think about the possibilities of thinking differently, that book is amazing. But anyway, so because I'm hearing you,
Okay.
you know, sometimes you be so caught up in a situation you don't understand how you are. But I do baby my son,
Okay.
and I am a control freak,
Right.
and I like to know what is going on. I don't like people to know more than me. I like to know what's going on, and I'm extremely inquisitive.
Right.
My husband calls it being nosy, but I call it being inquisitive. But if you're in a relationship and you get up and you leave, I think that you should be telling your
better tell me
your
where you're
significant
going.
other where you're going. We live in 2016 where shit happens.
True.
Okay?
Ooh.
Shit happens.
Okay.
And if the news come on and they say there was an explosion in Times Square, I need to know that you were not there.
Right.
But I have this constant battle in my house where my husband likes to get up and leave and not tell me where he at.
Right.
He said, "Cause I'm nosy."
Okay.
I feel like I'm
so-
being
so the-
disrespectful.
So let me ask you
I'm
a
being
question. Let's be
disrespectful.
honest. Let's be honest.
Let's be
It's your
honest.
show. Let's be honest. Are you being nosy? You want to know his business?
I want to know where you at.
Okay. Based on what?
You leave
Honestly,
the house.
I know, but why?
For one, we live in 2000. I've been like this for the duration of our relationship.
Okay.
And it's not because I'm being nosy. And I try to explain it's not because I think you're with another woman.
Okay.
The type of person that I am, I like to know.
Okay. Okay.
I
So if he left the house and he says, well, okay, you know
I'll
what?
be back.
I'll be back. I might go 2 or 3 places. Whatever he might even say, I'm gonna go to Walmart. I'm just using term. Yeah, I might go to Walmart. I might stop at the Popeyes, and I'm gonna go see Charles at the barbershop, my friend. And then and cool. You're like, okay. And then those 3 places, he wind up going to 2 other things. Oh, he went over here to the Foot Locker and got some sneakers or some shit. He comes back and you found, oh, you went to Foot Locker. You like, he like.
You didn't
yeah.
tell me that.
Yeah.
You go. You didn't tell me.
Like, oh, I didn't know.
I just went
Like,
to.
what made
I
you go
just
to
went
Foot
Foot
Locker?
Locker on my way.
What made you go to Foot
It was.
Locker?
It was. I just realized. Oh man, they had these sneakers
Yes.
on sale, and I went. See, now this is what I'm saying. Me as a man, I'm kind of like that too. Why? What gets us there is when that question, when that goes into those things. If I tell you, if a man says, okay, he goes, I'm gonna tell you where I'm going. That should be it. Even if it's like, yeah, so I'm gonna go up to the wherever that is, to the park, Fort Greene Park. Cool. I'm gonna hang out there, meeting my friend, whatever. Cool. And he winds up stopping by the Starbucks and get a coffee or something like that. You see the coffee in the car the next morning. You start going, oh, you had Starbucks? Oh yeah, I stopped by when I came out. It should be it. You shouldn't. Now, when you start doing that to us, and we're men. We're men. I mean, that is like, it's like the police tell, it's a different thing with, especially black, like really? Like, wow. Okay, so now we're somewhere else. And of course we're gonna get defensive because it's like, what the, and it doesn't mean that he's doing anything with anybody, just, there's that thing, like, I'm a man.
I get that. I get it. But here's the problem.
Okay.
When I'm on my Petty Betty, Petty Wop,
Petty
and I
LaBelle?
get up, Petty LaBelle, when I get up and I'm like, all right, see you later, right? There should be no problem. There should be no attitude because you don't know where I'm at. The way that my mind works, if you have an attitude because you don't know where I am, then you should damn well understand why I have an attitude when I don't know
Now,
where you're
see,
at.
I agree with that. And this is what I do. Same thing. My wife, I'm like, yo, listen, you can go wherever you need to go. All I need you to do is take care of you. Remember that movie, Pretty Woman? The two children, take care of you, so you take care of you. You take care of you, which means you're taking care of me. Because if I get a call that you in something, because you was actually, and something could be, some dude ran up on you, because you out doing something somewhere you ain't supposed to be, and I gotta do my Malcolm X and call the brothers, and we march and whip some ass, and somebody go get locked up or shot, based on what you out do. I'm pissed. Don't do that. I don't actually go just that you're safe. Because it's not, you're grown. Now, if you choose to tell me, hey, I'm going to Lisa's house, okay, good. I'm not going to check. I'm not going to see Lisa. I'm not going to call Lisa because I trust You are growing. Whatever it is you're gonna do, just take care of you.
Mm-hmm.
I like
Take
that.
care of us.
I like
Because even if you going, I keep it 100. Listen, you gonna do what you gonna do. Take care of you. Don't bring me back no bull. Don't bring me back no bullshit.
But I like that.
Because
though. I
women
like.
tell me no. I was raised by. See, that's another different two thing. I was raised by women. Literally, mom, aunt. I was the only man in this. Right now, I'm the only man in my family. It's ridiculous. I can't understand it. My son is the only. He is left, and I'm like, dude, I got you. I don't want you to inherit this. You know what I'm saying? He's 24. You know what I'm
Amen.
saying? I'm like, yo, but being raised by women, watching them go through all kinds of stuff. I mean, name it, all kinds of men, lesbian relationships, the whole nine. I'm like 7, like, whoa, okay. And they sat down and literally in school me, like, listen, boom, boom, but never took me out my manhood though. Never was like soften me up. That I give him that. But the thing is, no, whoever your significant other, whoever's listening, he should be willing to say, okay, yo, do your thing. I trust you. Then you catch your attitude for what? Unless you have a habit of getting yourself into some Lucille Ball type shenanigans, he got to come and, oh man, you didn't got the car in an accident and stuff like that. That's different.
I mean, I did have a car accident.
Then he'd be
once,
like,
but-
I would be like, if you got into 4 car accidents in the last year, I'm like, you need to tell me where you're going. Because it's costing us too much. That's
See, but
different.
the difference is for her that she actually when she said petty wop or petty, the
You
pettiness.
do it on purpose?
The
I do.
yes, the pettiness is
because
coming
I feel
you
like
didn't
my
tell me where you was going, so hi, bye.
I
I'm
don't
cute. I don't tell you where
No,
I'm
but I
going.
don't do it like that. But I'm just saying because if I'm voicing, this is the thing for me. Because I'm very vocal about how I feel and what I want. If I'm telling you your action is making me uncomfortable, I don't like it, and you don't get it, now I have to let you feel it.
Okay.
That's how I am.
All right. So I think there should be that common ground. If he's willing to say, okay, has to be, I can let you know, but don't come back with so why you tell me you went and had the Starbucks? What? You gotta be, listen. We all have black mamas and aunties. You gotta get some, you want some ass, you gotta give some ass. Period. You in the fight, you may beat the person up, but you ain't gonna come out, you're gonna be the next morning, but, oh wow, he hit me in my neck. You're gonna feel, you're gonna get something.
Right.
So if you want something, you gotta give up something. It's just being fair. Straight up, because you know what? I see you making that face. Let it be when your baby, what's his name again? Joshua. When he 22, 23, 28,
Where you
he
at?
married, and he like, Mom, she be asking me all my kind of business. You can be like, hold up. She can't be asking you all that. You my baby. This, that, and the third. I don't like her anyway. Yup. All that you talking, he gonna have a green light. He gonna have a green pass. It is what happens. But you gotta be fair. It's only fair to him. I gotta speak up for the brothers.
I guess.
You gotta be fair. If you asking him, you gotta be willing to give.
What I got from that is as she was explaining Joshua and like in the car, and everything, what I heard was in the background, she's controlling Josh because she doesn't have that control with her husband. And it's like, well, where you gonna be? Well, you need to be back here in 10 minutes, in 2 minutes. You stop at tie your shoe. I need to know you tying your shoe. And it's like, okay, like I got it. So it's coming from also that background. That background is subliminal. Like it's even
she's
the,
creating the scenario all over again
Right.
with Joshua.
yeah, and then
That's
when
what
he
she's
go, he
doing.
ain't never gonna want to tell no lady where he going.
Nope.
Oh my girl, I don't. When I get back, you gonna see where I
Yeah, you won't be
where's
coming
that.
back in here.
And you know what that's called? It's called the son-husband syndrome. Mothers love their sons, but then their sons become their husbands.
Jesus.
And it happens all the
And
time.
my son asked me to marry him every week.
Well, that sound like
Because the mothers, that's what they do. They go, okay, well, listen, I can't, the father, whatever, you about to be the husband. I'm going to make the perfect husband out of you. Subconsciously, y'all do it. My mother tried to do it to me. And, the good stuff I took away from it, but all the other stuff, nah.
I'm gonna keep that. I'm gonna keep my. I'm gonna be open to what you're saying.
You should.
Okay, this is y'all really
Because you
came
don't
down
want
hard
Joshua to.
Feel like
said
that
y'all
ganged
really
up on
came
me.
down
But
on
it's okay.
No.
Harder than you.
My
It's
show.
love.
We love
It's
you.
love. It's love. It's
love.
love.
It's love,
love.
but I'm open to the possibility of what you're saying may be correct. Shout out to We Say What They Can't Radio. Shout out to my lovely host, Stacy, Valerie, and I guess Sharif too. And hey, I'm listening. I'm gonna replay this when I play it, and thank you for that.
Thank you guys for having me, and maybe when I come back on this show,
Maybe not.
Maybe
Look,
not.
maybe not.
I'm not. Stick to recording my stuff.
No, but no, it's always good to have a different perspective. Like it's good. I mean, you're a black man. You're a good black man too.
Thank
Power
you.
to the good black men out there. Shout out to the
Woohoo.
good black men
I
out there.
try.
I'm single. Holla at me, black men, strong single black men out there.
And I gotta say, your name again?
Valerie.
Valerie. I just found out one of my brothers, one of my closest friends.
Who?
He's my songwriting partner. I got a bunch of stuff in me here. Kovan from Black Men Can't Run.
Oh yeah, that's my boy.
Yeah.
Hey, Cole.
Let me tell you this. Cole can't say nothing to me. He even though he a big dude, he know. Nah, don't mess with Sharif.
Wait, how did you find out I know him?
I a little bird.
Cameras
little
up
bird,
in
little
this
bird, little
joint?
bird. But I'm gonna tell you this to you because you're a runner. Kovan, that's what I did. I was practicing for the marathon. And Kovan couldn't run for me. He said, yo, Sharif, yo, Tech, how do you do this? And I used to come out with him at the park every you could do it, Cole. You could do it. And I'm so proud of that brother.
He's
for what he's become.
Yeah, he's
I'm
come a
like,
long.
whoa.
Well, I think I met Kovan maybe 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And I even see the difference in his body.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's on its natural.
Shout out Kavon. She checking
That's
out your
the thing.
body.
I was gonna say shout out
Cole.
to the body.
But I just want to say, and it's your part of the black, and keep doing that. Keep doing
Single
that. Our
tall
people
chocolate
need
man.
to stay in shape, stay healthy. And
It's
healthy doesn't mean you looking like a string bean. Healthy is you just
that's
healthy.
the biggest lie
Right,
ever.
that's the biggest lie. So I just want
It
to
is.
congratulate you and let you know. I know
Thank
your
you.
people. Thank you guys. I'm gonna
Thank
get out your
you.
hair and
No, we about to
Simone,
wrap it up.
Thank you. Yep, we say what they can.
Shout out to We Say What They Can't Radio for the opportunity for some
Thanks
time to
for
have them on
having
radio.
me.
Thanks for
as a
having us.
platform. I hope you ladies can come back one day again.
Yes.
So in closing, I want y'all to talk to my audience. A woman that's out there, she feels like there's some type of change going on. Maybe she doesn't want to be in a relationship anymore. Maybe she has no desire for the friends that she's around. Like, what type of words of encouragement would you give her, to let her know it's okay to change, to evolve, to be different? Huh, Val?
The advice that I would give, like you said, change is good. The day that you can look yourself in the mirror and say, I love you, and hug yourself, that's the best day ever. I remember that day vividly when I did that. That day when I decided that I needed to take care of me, to be able to take care of my daughter, to be able to be there for my family, because at one point, I couldn't be there for anybody, not even myself. I saw myself just going downhill. You have to be able to take care of you, and the best thing to do is just to, you have to do you first. It's not being selfish, or maybe it is being selfish. It's okay. It's okay, because it's gonna work out in the end.
Okay. Stacy, what words would you leave us
Yo,
with?
Geisha.
So repeat the question one more time. I got wrapped up in Val's answer.
Attention.
Got wrapped up in Val's answer. I was
Get off
like,
your phone.
yeah.
Really?
I'm looking for a quote.
Wait, what's the question again?
In closing, I want you to give a young lady. Listen, there's a woman out there listening. She's going through some changes. She feels uncomfortable. She's thinking about possibly losing her relationship that she's been in for a long time, her friendships. What type of words of encouragement can you give her to let her know that it's a process? Change is necessary.
Well, just to let you know, sister, that's out there, to just look deep within. Sometimes you have to take a minute for yourself. I am a big believer in meditation. It gives me life. People ask me why I got all this energy. Meditate. So meditate and really just take some time just to be with yourself. And I would say write down some, like the top 8 things that you love about yourself. That's all it has to do with you. And look in the mirror and say those affirmations like, I love me. I love my teeth. I love my stomach. Whatever it is that you love about yourself. I love my vivaciousness. Say it to yourself over and over again. Say it every day and have those affirmations and know that you have purpose, that you're here on purpose and for a purpose. And then if you still have to find your purpose, you pray about it, that you just look deep within, because every answer that we need and everything that we have, it's already within us. So it's just about taking that look a little bit deeper and knowing that you're enough. You don't have to be that for everyone else, but you have to put on your own oxygen mask first. Before you can do it for
Yes.
anybody else, you got to do it for you, and just really just say, I have to take care of me. I'm worth it. And the more you say that to yourself every day, you look in the mirror like, I got to take care of me. I'm worth it. I have purpose. I'm beautiful. I'm loved. You will start to take better care of yourself because you believe it. You fake it till you make it. You got to look in the
Absolutely.
mirror, keep looking, write it on the walls.
I have just a real quick. I have something that I create my own energy. I create my. So you're in control of your energy, and I always say to you create your own reality, create your own energy. Like there's certain forces I do not allow. Since I started going through this process, you're not welcome. You can't come in.
Yep.
Stop knocking.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Beat it.
No, bye.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you, ladies. Thank you,
Yeah.
Val. Thank you, Stacy.
You're welcome.
And I just want to say, like, you know, pretty much
mother.
piggybacking off what they said, some me time is all about self.
Yes.
Some me time is about being whole, spirit, mind, and body, knowing who and what you were created for. And in order to do that, in order for you to be the best person for anyone else, you have to take care of self first. And it's not selfish. If they tell you it's selfish, get rid of them. Tell them to kiss your. All
Really?
right.
Well, selfish is self-love. Oh, well.
Absolutely.
Sometimes you got to be selfish.
Absolutely.
But it was a pleasure. Thank you. We Say What They Can't Radio once again for letting some Me
Yeah.
Time rock out.
Thank
I
you,
look forward
Shelly.
to seeing you ladies and gentlemen and hearing you guys input and, you know, comment. You can find me on Simone S. Gray on all social media platforms, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. Have a blessed evening, morning, and night. Until next time. Later.
Later.
Peace.